In this episode of Sailing Dark Angel, we're moored in Luperón. We tear into our lightning-damaged Isotherm freezer to replace the controller and cooling fan before I head out for some horseback riding on the beach. I also try to bring some life back to our cloudy Dodger, and Dave installs yet another new seat cushion for our Highfield RIB.
If you like our videos, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. It's free for you and really helps our channel.
What are we doing today, Captain Dave?
We're going to try a little plug and play. Our Isotherm...
Fingers crossed.
Our Isotherm freezer got smoked in the lightning strike. I'm hoping it was the control box that got smoked, because that's the electronics. This is about a $300 US part, which I now have. If this repairs this, that's going to save us about $1,200–1,300 plus the freight of getting this thing here, which is really expensive, and the waiting time and all that. I mean, it's been months now. But without this upstairs freezer, we can't do things like hold 2 weeks worth of protein.
I have to go into town every other day just to get protein.
And then you're lucky if you can get it.
Yeah, here.
Depends.
Because it's a hit and a miss, man. Sometimes you go without protein and I really can't.
So with the freezer, we'll be able to go into like Puerto Plata or Santiago every couple of weeks and stock up a little bit. Keep healthy food on the boat. I think it's just this screw right here that holds it in place.
Does your bottom feel clean? My bottom feels clean.
We just had Andy clean the bottom of the boat. And according to Andy, whoever did the job last didn't do a very good job. That'd be us. See, it is labeled in the back.
Uh-huh. Fuck you and your labels. Always trying to label me.
Don't label me.
Don't label me. Don't you put me in a box.
Wow.
What?
It's just being more pain than I was expecting. That never happens in boat work.
Oh, no, never. How's that go? The, it's a 10-minute job. Turns into like 2 hours. Yeah, always
we
and
should
forever.
be done this by a week tomorrow.
Yeah.
The plug doesn't slide up and off. It pulls away from the pins.
That's definitive. You got the mail, motherfucker. Do you need help? Do you need another hand, or are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I just want to match up the plugs and make sure we get them right.
Yeah.
Next is that little plus and the little F under it.
Okay. I knew. You're welcome.
A pair of pliers would not be remiss. Come off.
Careful you don't damage the actual connectors themselves.
You mean brute force no abstinence isn't always the correct way? I mean, always?
You bent that one on there.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the 3 go on the bottom.
Hold that? I'll hold that. No, I hold that out of the way for you so you can get the next 2 out. Told you need an extra hand.
Yep, you're
You
right.
do it all yourself all the time, Dave.
I can try. Nobody's
That
more.
Gen X thing.
Nobody's more
We gotta
trying.
do it ourselves.
Nobody's more trying than me.
Ain't that the truth? I mean, yeah, I love you. So the next metal little bracket doesn't get touched, but the last 3 do.
Yep. It's a pin.
Pin. And Is it in?
I hate when you have to ask that.
All right.
Now, the plug has to go back on. And then we screw it back to the bracket. And then we turn on the power.
And see if
we wasted $300.
Bob's your uncle. I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Yeah, well, my hand doesn't fit in there, so I can't install it anymore.
What?
That's true.
Got meat hooks for hands.
Spent too many years punching stuff. Is it in all the way?
I don't know.
Is it bottomed out? Can you tell?
I'd be able to tell. All right.
Now we screw it up, screw back in.
All right. I'm hearing that.
Hearing it too.
So what are you saying, Captain Dave? We got to give this a couple hours and see if it gets cold inside?
Yeah, there's a thermometer in there. We're gonna fill the ice cube trays that we've not been using because we have no place to freeze them. Put them in there and see if this thing
Good thing I cleaned it out yesterday.
makes coldnesses.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta shove it back in the wall. All right, so we're starting at over 80 degrees. Let's see what happens. I can hear the compressor running, and it's gotten louder. That's a start. The compressor wasn't doing anything before. Check it again in a couple hours.
The ice cube trays are in. Okay.
The control box itself wasn't the only problem. The compressor's running now, but the fan was dead, and we couldn't tell that because we had to rip the whole thing out to get to the fan. And it's just a regular computer fan, not a huge deal, except for the fact that it is screwed on in all four of these spots, in all four corners, down in here. And you can't get to, especially the bottom screw, unless you take out all four mounting screws. So there's one, there's another one, there's another one, and the other one is under the control box. So I got to unmount the whole control box, pull the whole thing out of the way, get the screws out, put the thing in, make sure you got it in the right way, put the screws back in, and then we're going to run power back to it again. So right now I'm putting the mounting base back on.
Okay.
How's that looking?
That looks so much better. Ooh. It wasn't getting down past 40. Now it's like to 20, and that's the top of the freezer, which never gets down to 0. So we got 0 down below.
That's awesome.
So it's working.
Let's go to town and get some meat. It's Nadok, Captain Lisa.
Today we're going horseback riding.
Are we?
Yeah. Well, I think so.
We're gonna try.
We're gonna try. We're gonna get a margarita to take us down there because we're not exactly sure where we're going, and we don't want to miss out on it this time because we've been here for quite some time and it's been on offer for quite some time, so I don't want to miss out this time.
Sounds like it's time.
Let's go. We're going horseback riding.
So what's up with the horseback riding?
This one seems to be shy. Yeah, so what they're doing is this is actually free, and of course they accept tips, but that's besides the point. The point is that these horses are being trained for extended rides and to be able to handle people for 2 or 3 hours. So we're going to give it a go. It should be fun. Oh, very good. He's a sweetheart.
El lazo da más que tiene amarrado.
He's a sweetheart. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
I so sorry.
I haven't been punched in the face in a while. That's it.
Oh, swimming.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. But you want to be on the team?
Yeah.
Holy crap, I'm so sorry. I hate you.
There we go.
¿Quién la base?
Sí, yo. Necesito.
La polla pie. Subieron chimán.
Porque ay, uno de la ay, por favor. Sí. Necesito cuando tengo más que estoy. Es suficiente uno más para tener poquito.
Ponete la mala en ahora.
Don't want to
Me voy.
to me.
What are we going to be doing today?
Look at the ears.
Are we going to be going up and down the beach?
They talk with their ears.
Running back and forth? Or you want to see what she's got to say? Let's see. You don't want to talk to me, you want to talk to her.
You don't like me because I'm on your back.
Yeah, there's that.
Thank you for taking me for a ride.
You guys sneaking up on me?
Is that the lead horse?
How'd it go?
Oh, I'm as exhausted as the horse is. All that horse wanted to do was like fucking run. It's all it wanted to do, and it's most of the time I was holding her back.
Club Las Vegas, Luperón.
Look how quiet it is. Look, I mean, listen to how quiet it is. Was.
We're at the top of the hill as we head down into Las Vegas, Puerto Blanco Marina. And you can see the masts in the distance and the mountains in the distance. And that's what makes this a great hurricane hole, because anything that approaches here gets deflected by the mountains all the way around it, and then we're down low.
Can you spot Dark Angel?
Over time, our Dodger has become hazy and clouded. I don't know what happened to our isinglass cleaner, so I'm doing the best I can to get it clear enough to see out of again.
know it's not going to be all that pretty, but by the time I'm done, at least we might be able to see through it. Might.
One of the illusions you get when you're boating is that you're going to buy stuff for your boat and then you're going to have stuff for your boat. That's just not the way it happens. For instance, this is the second seat we've bought for our Highfield dinghy. First one came with the dinghy. Lasted about 2 years and then looked like this. The zippers are breaking off and falling apart, and that's not the worst of it. The worst of it, this material is just rotten. There's just nothing to it. So we bought one about 2 years ago, and it's like 150, 160 bucks, and it's great. Lasts you a couple of years, then it looks like this. So we just bought another one, and we're gonna do the install now. We do carry a lot of stuff in it. It's a really handy bag, but the point is, it can't handle being out in the sun, and it's kind of where it lives. So we're gonna take it and just install the new one. All right, there's the new one installed. It carries a little bit of stuff in there. We've got like a flare kit, an air horn, 20 feet of polypropylene floating towing rope, 2 life jackets, the blades for the oars, a dive flag, anti-fog for the masks, a marker, a whole bunch of stuff. So you can carry a ton of stuff in there. Oh yeah, the Navisafe lights that go on these mounts. It's a lot. We also have a new fuel line coming because that fuel line has died and it's splitting and coming apart. We've got it taped together, but it does like to eat through the tape. It is gasoline. So Imp has seen some miles. It's also really rough on her being in the water here. The water here is not good. The water in Florida is not good. So between the two, you get some scunge and some growth and all that. This patch in the bow is another design flaw on behalf of Highfield. When you flip open this compartment where the fuel and the anchor are stored, in our case anyway, then it's actually rubbing a hole through the pipeline. The Navisafe mount works great. We have had to repair the Navisafe light itself because the electronics gave out, and our friend Paul, who's an electronics tech, helped us put it back together again, mostly by doing it himself. So she still works good, just a few little maintenance items to take care of. But the seat, Highfield, come on, like these things are stored outside in the sun. It's a seat for a dinghy. There's no way this thing should dissolve after 2 years in the sun, and it just rots and falls apart. Get a material that'll handle solar and salt, and come on. Everything else on the boat's really high quality. Just that seat is whoever's making them for you. If it's not you, step it up.